I ought to have more of a view of where I'm going than where I've been. And so this thing seems different to me now. When you hear me not focusing on, I'm not worried about who ain't doing. I'm concerned about who will do. I'm not concerned about who has stopped. I'm concerned about who's keep going. My focus is on heaven and helping to get as many people to heaven as I can. And can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when we stop thinking about who's not doing and who is doing, then we can have a better altitude and a better posture and a better mindset and stop worrying about what people have done to you and start thinking about what he does for you. When I think about how people have lied on me, if I focus on that, I'll get depressed. But when I think about what he's done for me and he has forgiven me in spite of my stuff, I can give him praise. That's what the enemy don't want us to do. Focus on the real picture rather than focusing on the trivial stuff. I need to tell you, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, if we're going to do God's will, we have to learn how to forgive. So he says, and give us this day our daily bread. I want to park there for a moment. When he talks about this whole idea of forgiveness, it is the idea of being appreciative of what God has done. Can I tell you that if you opened up your refrigerator this morning or last night and you had stuff in it, that's a reason to give God praise. Because can I tell you that you didn't deserve to have nothing in there? Some way, somehow, God opened the door. If you looked in your bank account, you had $2, $3 in it. I need to tell you, you ought to give him praise. Because there are some folk that don't have a bank account. And there's some people that have some and ain't nothing in it. But if God has blessed you to have $2 or $3, you ought to give him praise. Sometimes we focus on what we don't have over and above what we do have. We start thinking about, well, if I had this, I could do this. Can I tell you that if you had nothing, you could do nothing? But if God gave you $2 or $3, that's right there is a reason for you to give him praise. I thought about how there were jobs that I once had, and for some reason or another, stuff happened, and those jobs are no more, and it will cause you to become bitter. But can I tell you that God, if God's still blessing you without a job, that's a reason for you to give him praise? Somehow God keeps on blessing you in spite of what you have. You can't focus on what people have done or what people are doing. Give God praise for what he's doing. Let me tell you, he says, give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. He says, forgive us of the persons who have indebted us, who have mistreated us. That's what he's talking about. He says, forgive us of that, as we also have forgiven our debtors. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, unforgiveness keeps you in prison. Unforgiveness keeps you bound. Unforgiveness stops you from going forward. If you ever want to be paralyzed, stop forgiving. If you never want to go forward, stop forgiving. Some years ago, I've told this story before, but it fits right here. I think it was around year number